I have a question.
Yes, please.
Yeah. Um, so I think we talked about time and space being an illusion as well, and that we, as psychic evolve over lifetimes. Just the psychic evolves over lifetime. So is it evolution also an illusion?
So thank you for this question about time and space being an illusion. I know this is the some neo Vedantic teaching which goes around everything is an illusion, including time and space. Shobindo doesn't say that it's an illusion. I mean, nor does he say that life is an illusion. That way, we can ultimately, where is the end of illusion? I might as well say that the experience of the one divine is an illusion. Buddha literally ends up with that even the sense of being is an illusion. So we go to non being. Now, non being, you cannot define anything. So it's not illusion in this sense that time and space are non existent reality. Truth is that, yes, there is a state of consciousness which is beyond time and space. There is a timeless existence, there is a spaceless existence. There is also a eternal and the infinite which we can experience. They are true to experiences, but just as if I go into the sky, earth doesn't become unreal. Only I am looking at it from another vantage point. And if I have to come back to the earth, I can't station myself in the vacuum of space and say, you know what, there is no America, there is no India, there is no Russia, there is no Ukraine, there is no war going around. That will be a foolish statement. It may be my truth. Well, I can escape, but it doesn't change anything here. So they are not illusions. They are for real, but yes, there are two things about time. One is that time and space can be distorted by our perception, and they are not necessarily depending on the plane of consciousness we experience it, the state of consciousness it changes. And a simple example is that when we are depressed, then time moves very, very slowly with sluggish steps. How much time is over? Oh my God, it's only 10 minutes because I'm depressed. But when you are in a state which is joyous, time flies fast. You sit with a very good friend, and after 4 hours you say, oh my God, ho gaya. 4 hours are over because you want to spend more time. So there is a physical time, there is a psychological time, and there is a spiritual time. There are different types of time, space, substance, energy domains. So each of them are interlacing with each other. It's like a very complex matrix. And sometimes these things superimpose upon the material reality and change. Now, this is a spiritual physics, if I like. So, for example, in dreams, sometimes we see that we see a long dream. We don't know what all we have traveled and where all we have gone. But because by chance, supposing sometimes it happens, you get up and you see the time and say, okay, I'll rest for 10-15 minutes more. And you have seen a long dream. And you get up, you wonder whether a lot of time has passed. But actually, just about 10-12 minutes have passed. Whereas in the actual dream, you have traveled through. So there is a telescoping of time. There is a juxtaposition of time. There are events from the past which suddenly slip into the present. There are events of the future which can suddenly give a passing glimpse, hint, and pass away. So it's a very, very complex matrix. So the time space as we understand is not the only time and space. But illusion is I'm afraid, a very dangerous doctrine, because it almost makes then, it can go on to this wise soul. Who is this person who is experiencing the illusion?
Got it.
Yeah, so that's also an illusion. So then nothing is required actually. So I often ask people when they, just to complete it, when people say, all this is illusion, I said, but then who is saying that it is an illusion? And who is saying to whom that it is an illusion? We don't need to communicate that it's an illusion if you are convinced it's an illusion. So it's a distortion. That's where we can say it's illusion only in the sense that our experience, perception, and cognition about reality is a distorted one. And that includes time and space. Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it. Thank you, Alokji. Just one
Uh,
question.
uh,
I had a
one,
second question.
one moment, let me just complete. Sorry to interrupt you. So, time and space from the highest viewpoint. If we read the Life Divine, Shobinda says, Brahman extends himself as space, and when Brahman moves, then time is born. It is independent of events, incidentally. So, Brahman, when it moves, that means it becomes dynamic, pulsations, it becomes time. That's the origin of time. And when Brahman extends into space, it becomes space because that the whole manifestation will be in space and time, but it is Brahman that has become space and time. Yeah, sorry. Now we can have the question.
Okay. No, thank you. That really helps.